Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a moment in every person's life when they must make a decision, not just about what they want to do, but about who they want to become. A moment where the noise of the world quiets down and the only voice that matters is the one within. That voice, though often buried beneath fear, self-doubt and regret, is calling you now. Not to settle, not to shrink, but to rise. You see, many people go through life merely existing, drifting from one day to the next, caught in cycles that lead nowhere. They wake up tired, not just in body, but in spirit. They give away their time to things that don't fulfill them and their energy to people who don't value them. And before they know it, days turn into years and dreams become distant memories. But you don't have to be one of them. This message today is not for the faint-hearted, it's for those who are ready to stop making excuses and start making changes. It's for those who know deep down that they were created for more, for purpose, for power, for transformation. It's for the dreamers who are ready to become doers, for the broken who are ready to rebuild, for the tired souls who refuse to give up. Vedavaste, this is your time. Maybe life has knocked you down, maybe you've been betrayed, overlooked, underestimated, or even broken. But what if I told you that all of it, the pain, the setbacks, the disappointments, was preparing you for a comeback, preparing you for clarity, preparing you to become someone stronger, wiser, and more powerful than ever before. You weren't born to be average. You weren't created to live in fear, doubt, or regret. You were born with a purpose etched into your soul, a fire that life may have tried to dim. But it didn't go out, it's still burning, and today we're going to reignite it. This journey isn't about a quick fix or surface level change. This is about going deep. It's about waking up to your potential, breaking free from everything that has held you back, taking bold action and becoming the person you were always meant to be. It won't be easy, but I promise you, it will be worth it. Because once you decide to rise, once you choose to reclaim your power, once you say enough is enough, I'm ready for more, everything changes. So take a breath, silence it out, stand tall, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. You are stepping into a new chapter, one where you stop surviving and start thriving. Let this be your moment. Oh, let the journey begin. The wake-up call. Every morning, when the alarm rings, it's a reminder that another day is here. But it's not just a new day. It's a new chance, a fresh opportunity to take control of your life. So ask yourself, are you awake? Or are you still living in the fog of yesterday, stuck in the same old routine, feeling trapped in the cycle of your past? The truth is, most of us wake up every day with our minds cluttered with worry, regret, and fear. We carry the weight of yesterday's failures into the present, as though we're doomed to repeat the same mistakes. But here's the thing you need to understand. Today is not yesterday, and the past does not have to define your future. What you need now is a wake-up call, a jolt that shakes you out of your slumber and helps you realize that you are more than your circumstances. You are capable of far more than you think. Your life right now may not look the way you want it to. Perhaps you're stuck in a job you don't like, dealing with relationships that drain you, or simply feeling unfulfilled. But that doesn't mean it has to stay this way. You have the power to change your reality. Change starts with a decision. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment or for the stars to align. The moment for transformation is right now. The decision to rebuild your life is the wake-up call you need. Take a deep breath. Step out of the noise and chaos of your daily routine and ask yourself, what do I want my life to look like? What would happen if you stopped waiting for things to magically fall into place and started creating the life you want with your own hands? The first step is simple. You must wake up. Waking up is not just about opening your eyes. It's about awakening your heart, your soul, and your mind to the possibility that you can design the life you want. It's about recognizing that you hold the power to rewrite your story. If you want something different, you have to do something different. But waking up also means facing the reality that rebuilding your life won't be easy. It will require effort, determination, and the courage to leave behind what no longer serves you. That might mean letting go of old habits, toxic relationships, or mindsets that have kept you small. You must be willing to make those tough choices, because growth comes from discomfort. Realizing that you have the ability to change your circumstances is the first step toward transformation. It's time to stop blaming the world around you and instead take full responsibility for your life. The beauty of this moment is that it's all in your hands. So ask yourself again, are you awake or are you just going through the motions waiting for something to change? Today is your wake-up call. Take this moment seriously. Wake up to your power. Wake up to your potential. Your journey to rebuild your life starts now. Breaking free from the chains. Now that you've had your wake-up call, it's time to confront the next crucial step on your journey to rebuilding your life. Breaking free from the chains that have kept you bound. The chains I'm talking about aren't made of metal, but of the fears, beliefs, habits, and limitations that you've allowed to define you. The first chain is often your mindset. Many of us grow up believing that we are limited by our circumstances. We may think that our past failures, our mistakes, or even the opinions of others have somehow set the course for our lives. We believe that this is just the way things are, and we allow that belief to keep us stuck. But let me tell you something, your mindset is the most powerful tool you have. The stories you tell yourself become the reality you live. If you constantly tell yourself that you can't, that you're not good enough, that things will never change, guess what? They won't. The chains of negativity will keep you in a prison of your own making. But what if you chose to believe that you are capable of achieving greatness? What if you started telling yourself that you deserve success, happiness, and fulfillment? You see, breaking free starts in the mind. It starts with retraining your thoughts and choosing to believe in your potential. Another chain you need to break is the fear of failure. Too many people remain stuck in the same place because they're terrified of making a mistake. But here's the truth. Failure is not the end. It's just a lesson on the way to success. Every time you fail, you learn, you grow, and you become stronger. But if you let fear control you, you'll never take the first step toward your dreams. And speaking of taking steps, there's another chain that's holding many of us back. Procrastination. It's easy to convince ourselves that we'll take action tomorrow, next week, or when we feel ready. But let me tell you, there is no perfect time. There will always be excuses, distractions, and reasons to wait. But waiting for the perfect moment is another way of staying stuck. If you want to rebuild your life, you must learn to take action today, not tomorrow. Even if that action is small, it's a step in the right direction. Every small step counts. And then there's the chain of toxic relationships. Often the people around us, whether they mean well or not, can become obstacles to our growth. They might be negative, unsupportive, or even downright harmful. And while we may feel obligated to stay connected to them, doing so will only drag us down. It's time to ask yourself, are the people in your life lifting you up or holding you back? If it's the latter, it may be time to let go. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better. These are the people who will help you break free from the chains that have been keeping you small. So what does it take to break free from these chains? It takes courage, it takes commitment, and it takes the willingness to challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself and your world. Rebuilding your life requires shedding the old and embracing the new, and that's never easy. But every chain you break brings you one step closer to the life you've always dreamed of. The truth is, you are not bound by your past or your limitations. You have the power to rewrite your story, to break free from everything that's holding you back. The time to act is now. Your future is waiting for you. But first, you must free yourself from the chains that are keeping you stuck, taking action and embracing change. Now that you've had your wake-up call and broken free from the chains holding you back, there's one final critical step, taking action and embracing change. This is where everything you've learned and all the mental shifts you've made must meet the real world. It's not enough to just have a vision for a better life. And it's not enough to simply break free from your limitations. You must take consistent, bold action to bring that vision to life. Taking action requires intentionality. It's about making conscious decisions every day that align with your goals. It's about choosing to move forward, even when the path ahead seems unclear or daunting. So often we wait for the perfect moment to act. We tell ourselves that when we have more time, more resources, or more confidence, we'll start. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. The only moment you have is now. The actions you take today, no matter how small, will be the foundation upon which your future is built. It's also important to realize that action doesn't always mean huge leaps forward. Often, progress is made through consistent small steps. Think about it this way. Every time you make a decision that aligns with your vision, whether it's making a healthy choice, reading a book that inspires you, or taking that first step toward a new career, you're moving forward. Even when things don't go as planned, every attempt is part of the process. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success. When you take action, you will inevitably encounter obstacles. The road to rebuilding your life is not a smooth, straight path. It's full of bumps, setbacks, and detours. But instead of letting these challenges derail you, embrace them. See them as opportunities for growth. Each obstacle is a chance to learn something new about yourself, to strengthen your resolve, and to develop the resilience you need to keep moving forward. Embracing change is also a vital part of taking action. Change can be uncomfortable and it can feel risky, but change is necessary for growth. Nothing stays the same, and if you want your life to be different, you must be willing to do things differently. This might mean stepping out of your comfort zone, trying new things, or even letting go of old habits and beliefs that no longer serve you. One of the biggest hurdles people face when it comes to change is the fear of the unknown. We often hold on to what's familiar, even if it's not serving us, because it feels safer. But safety and growth cannot coexist. If you want to rebuild your life, you have to be willing to face the unknown with courage. Remember that growth always happens outside of your comfort zone. You will never know what you're truly capable of until you push yourself beyond the limits of what feels comfortable. Now, let's talk about discipline. Success is not built overnight. It's a product of consistent effort, persistence, and determination. You must cultivate the discipline to stay focused on your goals, even when the excitement fades or the initial momentum slows down. The secret to long-term success is the ability to show up day after day, no matter what. And this requires a level of commitment to your vision that goes beyond motivation. Motivation will fade, but discipline will keep you going. So, embrace change. Take action, no matter how small. Don't wait for the perfect time to begin. Begin now. Every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to the life you've always dreamed of. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and keep moving forward. You are the architect of your own future, and the power to change your life is in your hands. Becoming the person you were meant to be. This is it, the final stage. You've heard the call to wake up. You've confronted your pain, faced your truths, and committed to taking action. Now, it's time to become the person you were always meant to be. This part of the journey is not just about what you do, it's about who you are becoming. Rebuilding your life isn't simply about changing your circumstances, it's about transforming your identity. It's about becoming someone who no longer settles for less, someone who leads with purpose, with confidence, and with peace in their heart. It's about shedding the old skin and stepping fully into your power. But understand this, becoming the best version of yourself is a daily decision. It's a mindset. It's not a destination you reach and then relax. It's a constant evolution. You must commit to growing every single day. You must choose to show up for yourself even when no one else is clapping for you, even when the progress feels invisible, even when it's hard. This is where real strength is built, in the quiet moments when no one is watching. The truth is, you don't find yourself, you create yourself. You shape who you are through your habits, your thoughts, your standards, and your actions. If you want to become someone confident, you practice confidence. If you want to be disciplined, you train your mind to follow through. You don't wait until you feel ready. You start now, and the transformation follows. Let go of the version of you that's tied to your past mistakes, to old heartbreaks, to limitations placed on you by others. That person may have been surviving, but now you are ready to thrive. You are no longer a prisoner of your past. You are the author of your future. And this future version of you is powerful. They wake up with purpose. They speak with clarity. They stand tall even when life throws storms their way. They are rooted in self-worth and no longer chase validation. They don't allow fear to run the show. They know their value and they make decisions that align with their vision. But here's the most powerful part. You don't need permission to step into that version of yourself. You don't need anyone's approval to rise. You don't need someone to save you. You save yourself. You build yourself. And in doing so, you give others permission to do the same. So what does becoming that person look like in real life? It looks like boundaries. It looks like choosing growth over comfort. It looks like believing in yourself when everything tells you to give up. It looks like self-discipline, daily gratitude, intentional solitude, and surrounding yourself with people who lift you higher. It means making hard choices and sacrificing short-term pleasure for long-term fulfillment. Remember this, you are not your past, you are not your pain, you are what you decide to become today. And when you fully commit to that, when you wake up each morning and walk in alignment with your higher self, you become unstoppable. The world is waiting for the real you, the healed you, the focused, fearless, purpose-driven version of you. So rise up, take your power back, and start living the life you were always meant to live. You've rebuilt the foundation, now build the legacy. Your future self is cheering for you. Don't let them down. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've made it this far, it means something within you is stirring. It means you've heard the call. Not just to wake up, not just to break free, but to take control of your life and finally build the future you deserve. We started this journey with a simple truth. Many people are merely existing, not truly living. They wake up every day carrying yesterday's pain, tomorrow's worries, and today's doubt. But that doesn't have to be your story. That doesn't have to be your ending. Because within you lies a power that can rebuild, recreate, and resurrect the life you've always wanted. You've received the wake-up call. You've looked in the mirror and seen the reflection of someone who is ready for more. You've recognized the chains, the mental, emotional, and relational weights that have held you back. And most importantly, you've been reminded that freedom and fulfillment come from one thing: action. But now, as we close this chapter, understand this. Transformation isn't a moment, it's a lifestyle. It's not a single decision, it's a series of daily choices. You don't need to change your whole life overnight. You just need to keep moving forward. Day by day, step by step, choice by choice. There will be days when it's hard. Days when doubt creeps in. Days when you're tempted to fall back into old habits. That's normal. That's human. But what will make the difference is your commitment to keep going anyway. To rise even when it's uncomfortable. To believe in your future more than you fear your past. Remember this, you are not your failures. You are not your trauma. You are not your setbacks. You are not the opinions of others. You are the author of your story, and it's never too late to write a new chapter. A chapter where you are the hero. A chapter where your scars become symbols of strength. A chapter where the pain of the past fuels the power of your future. Rebuilding your life doesn't require perfection. It requires courage. The courage to say, I want more. The courage to walk away from what's familiar but toxic. The courage to believe in a version of yourself that you haven't even met yet. And as you move forward, don't forget, you're not alone. Others have walked this path and many more will follow. But your journey is uniquely yours. Own it, embrace it, honor it, because your life is worth rebuilding. Your dreams are worth chasing. And you, yes, you are worth the effort it takes to rise. So here's your moment. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Take the first step today, whether it's changing a habit, ending a toxic relationship, starting a new project, or simply telling yourself that you are enough. Do it now. Your new life begins when you stop looking back and start moving forward. It's your time, your turn, your transformation. Now go rebuild your life and never look back.